go live anyway. And we're live.
We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. As usual, myself, Jake Baldino. I'm joined here by Andrew Gebbia. And Tom Johnson on the board. And we are Game Ranks Live, where we talk about the newest video games, the newest happenings and news, and we give away stuff. We're here every 4 p.m. EST. Hang out. Do some games.
Every 4 p.m. Eastern.
Possibly eat some tuna melts, drink some delicious apple juice.
Martinelli's.
Some high-end apple juice.
We are not sponsored, but if they want to send us free apple juice.
Free apple juice.
Yeah. I lost my deli hookup. Can't buy it in bulk no more.
That's like the no more. That's like
more.
the high-end, like 1%ers apple juice. Yeah, I will.
So at the top of the show, because someone said, Tony Vega says, when's PAX East type BL3 going to be announced? Speaking of PAX East.
We will be talking about Borderlands. But yeah, speaking of PAX East, some housekeeping. We will be at PAX East. Stay tuned for details of a meetup. But we are also going to be doing like a live recording version of this show on Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Don't remember the room, but keep your eyes peeled for our social
Albatross?
media.
For some reason,
I think it's
Albatross
Albatross. That's one of the
probably,
streaming theaters, which is what we're in.
Okay.
So it'll also be streamed.
Oh God, it is?
Yeah.
We're in the streaming theater?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. All right.
Oh, it's going to be streamed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. My
I
mom can
didn't
watch.
know that. I didn't know that. Oh God, no. That's bad.
We stream it every Tuesday. What's the difference?
Is that's going to be on PAX 2.
Don't drink all
That's
my
the
stuff.
difference.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good.
It tastes
I
like
feel alive.
an actual apple.
But yeah, and then we're going to be on some other, some of us will be on other
Yes.
panels.
You lost it.
At this point, I'm going to have to post a thing saying, here's where you can find me. Tom as well.
Like an Anthem release map?
Basically,
like,
but
pretty
for
much.
where I'm at.
I'm doing one
Yeah.
panel. No one knows who I am.
Yeah, we do. I know who you are. You're great. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. First things first, the games we're playing. It's been a little bit of a quiet time. It's been like a lull of a week.
Yep.
You did pick up Far Cry New Dawn, though, and you're feeling it more than I was, right? That's kind of whack.
Yeah.
You got anything or no? Just more Far Cry.
Yep. It seems
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Once you get more into the lore stuff, you might.
I've only played like an hour or so
Yeah.
far.
Get into the once it gets into the Far Cry 5 lore, I think that's like the game at its best.
Yeah.
But like you said, not even a full price game.
Nope.
What else? What else you guys playing? What should we talk about first?
We've been playing Ape Out.
Yes, play the shit out of Ape Out.
find it.
For those of you that don't know, Ape Out is the name of the game. It's on Nintendo Switch and PC.
Yep.
And essentially, it's Hotline Miami style, where you're a gorilla busting out of, I guess,
Sims busting out?
Gorilla's jail. Did you really just reference the? God damn it! So you're a gorilla busting out of, I guess, like a laboratory or some sort of facility.
I was about to ask that. Why are you in like a skyscraper?
I don't know, but you start out in a cage and it says press the button to break open, and then you do, and then you just kill your way through. So I like it because I think not only is it really artsy and interesting to look at, and it's got good music, but it's also got a very different style to. It adds a different gameplay style to something like Hotline Miami. So it's not like just like a Hotline Miami clone at all. It's the way it. I'm trying to get my words around it. The way it shakes up the formula, essentially. So there's a lot of different aspects to it where you can grab a person and hold them as a human hostage, and usually that person will desperately fire off one shot.
Yeah.
And you can get that shot to hit somebody else.
I saw that in some of the gameplay footage.
There's also some environmental stuff, like kicking dudes through glass, but
You could grab a dude and use his gun.
what I really like about it is that it essentially it's linear, unlike Hotline Miami, where Hotline Miami is kill everyone. In this, it's get to the end, which I really like because it almost makes it feel more desperate and crazy. Essentially, you start on the left side of the map, you got to work your way to the right side of the map, and when you die, it'll stop and give you this stylistic breakdown of how far into the level you made.
Yeah, it shows you your route and all that stuff.
Do you have a health bar, or is it like one shot and you're done?
It's a couple shots.
Yeah, so you'll get hit and you'll see the gorilla start bleeding.
That's
you'll,
awesome.
You'll see a little
there.
trail of blood. Yeah, there's a lot of cool shakeups to the formula. Last night I got to a part where SWAT team busts in through elevators, and they just keep coming up the elevators, and they shut the lights out. So it's essentially, think of a Hotline Miami level where there's no lights.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but it's awesome. And the music is basically like Whiplash, if you've ever seen that movie, where it's just cool jazz drums. I don't really like jazz, but I like loud drums, and it works perfectly for this game.
I've seen people call it Hotline Harambe, which made me want to fucking kill myself.
It's absolutely the most
fairly
correct.
apt.
Yeah, no.
Where are you playing it?
I'm playing it on PC.
With a mouse?
Yes.
How does it play with a mouse?
Like Hotline Miami.
Yeah, is it like... I'm trying to decide if I want to get this on Switch or...
It controlled well on
PC,
Switch. It
yeah.
doesn't need the precision that Hotline Miami does because you're using guns.
Yeah.
Here you're just a monkey man smashing his way around.
I'll probably just get it on Switch because I haven't played a game on Switch in a minute.
And it looks good on the TV too. Like if you dock it, it looks totally good.
Yeah.
I think about picking up on Switch.
Yeah, it's probably where I'm going to get it.
Because I feel like I would have more of like a better time there.
Yeah, support them good indie games.
I feel like on Switch.
Also, catching up to the super chat, shout out to Duckland Stark, who said that they're going to be at PAX East. That's going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to that.
Be on the show floor and stuff.
But Ape Out really is a good pick up and play short burst thing. What is it, 15 bucks, 20
I think
bucks?
it's like 15 or 20 bucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely highly recommend it. Would you?
Absolutely.
Careful, there's...
Especially considering, like, I don't know, like we don't get to talk about those games on before you buys or anything, so that was the time to do it. It's very good. Andrew, I think you should play it.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Good. What else have we been playing? Like I said, it's been a light week.
I played some more Metro. I'm chipping away at that. I started over on PC. And man, is that a better game on PC.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's still just like a PC-ass game.
Yeah.
I'm on the last area of that. I'm having a lot of fun with Metro.
We got Harambe, someone with the username Harambe saying Ape Out is awesome, which is great.
It's great.
I'm just catching up with the chat. A lot of people are still yelling at the Sonic thumbnail, which I can't wait to talk about.
It's great.
What do you guys want to talk about next? I guess that's really it for games.
Yeah, I didn't play anything new.
Nothing really to
I've just
add?
been playing, Anthem,
You want to talk about the Star Wars
CPUs,
thing?
Same shit.
Yes. Also, keep your eye out for Before You Buy for Devil May Cry. Got a review copy of that. Can't say anything yet.
Reviews can go live tomorrow.
Reviews will go up tomorrow. The Before You Buy possibly can get up tomorrow. I'm just trying to play through the game one more time on hard mode. That's it. Yeah. Just housekeeping. All right. So let's talk about the news. Let's just get right into it.
Right.
Star Wars, you're saying?
Yeah.
So the big thing. This is a little confusing if you're watching. This is essentially a Fallout trailer.
It is. I should have run it once we said what the guy worked on, but it's the guy, what's his name?
Chris Avellone, former writer of Obsidian, who has worked on great games like
Fallout
writing
2, Fallout New Vegas,
Fallout
Knights
New
of the
Vegas.
Old Republic 2.
Knights of the Old Republic 2. An incredible RPG story writer, has announced that he is doing the writing for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Which I think that's
the Respawn Star Wars game.
The games that he wrote, I like the story in KOTOR 2 a lot. I think that the story in New Vegas is the best Fallout story.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
He apparently wrote some of Borderlands 2. Tiger in the chat is saying a different Tiger. I don't know if that's confirmed.
He's touched a lot of IPs. He's touched a lot of stuff. So
I think that's good because he's also doing Dying Light 2, which is one of the reasons why I'm like more excited for Dying Light 2 than I even thought I would be.
He has experience with Star Wars writing too.
Yeah.
So that's the important part.
I think he's good. Like I think his resume shows something good. I hope that he has been able to really, write. It's funny too because EA essentially has a lot of teams and a lot of writers for Star Wars games, and they ultimately decided to go with Chris Avellone.
Which I'm glad because I like his prior work a lot.
Yes, and it makes me wonder if this is going to be a real offbeat, deep cut Star Wars game, not them trying to directly integrate into
with the existing canon. In a very
how the story for Battlefront 2 was like they had a whole team of writers. And they tried all this stuff, and they tried so hard to fit it in and make this cool character.
And I was about it. A B-side to the main Star Wars canon as well.
And it ultimately didn't go anywhere. So I'm hoping by them going for Chris Avellone is them going, all right, bring in the real talent here, which is really cool for Lucasfilm and Star Wars to okay that.
He's done level design work too, which is really cool that he's done
Yeah, he's been in game development for a very long time. He's a veteran. And I'm hoping that's good news for.
Oh, he wrote Into the Breach.
Oh, okay.
And Divinity. No,
he's been with Obsidian.
On it.
There was writing Into the Breach.
Yeah, he wrote Prey. He wrote a lot.
Yeah, he definitely works a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that because it's really the only news we really got for Fallen Order. He said he wrapped work on it, which if he's only wrapping work now, I was actually thinking about this more. We were concerned that he only just finished writing the story now, considering the game should be in full production and almost be done if they're releasing it this fall like they said they are. But he might be writing that he might have stayed on. He might have finished writing the main story and he stayed on to write for like add-on content or something.
Not even that, but I was trying to think of this too, where like you wonder how much story you need written for actual gameplay. You know what I mean? Like if it's just like, all right, story beat, gameplay where you're shooting a bunch of dudes, story beat. You know, like. Because like it's like you gotta imagine like that video games work like a movie where they don't shoot everything.
Yeah.
Like.
But traditionally on a movie, you have the script done before you.
Yeah, true.
You
With that you do, but I feel like with movies it's like a little bit different because like the narrative is everything. So maybe here they're like I said, I don't know how any of that works, but like because you think about hearing that and then the game comes out this year.
Yeah.
And that's like worrisome.
It is, but like I said, I don't know if it is because it could also just be him saying he's done, which means like maybe he just sat in meetings and signed a check.
Yeah.
Finished work on something isn't
necessarily. I finished the script today.
Yeah, because that would be weird.
Yeah, no, the script could be done, but he also might have to go in just for like, he might be working with the team that's like making cutscenes, or he's there recording dialogue because he wrote it. You know, like not recording it, but like
overseeing.
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm putting a lot of people are gonna be like, you shouldn't, but I'm putting a lot of chips in this game. Like I'm betting a lot. I'm hoping this is it. Dude.
Seeing him attached to it had me throw more in.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Respawn's doing it right there, I was like, okay, like, because like DICE had like before Battlefront like was kind of like Battlefield 4 was like good, but it was a very flawed like that save thing.
Yes.
Like that's when I was like, all right,
absolutely.
so DICE has kind of been on the decline since then, but Respawn in my mind hasn't.
No, they're still on a high, basically.
1, 2, now we have Apex Legends. Like, they put out good shit, you know? So, them being attached to it has me like...
I'm very curious to see if in the marketing...
Track record. Thank you. I was looking for that.
I'm curious to see if in the marketing they say, from the makers of Apex Legends...
Can you imagine?
Comes Star Wars. That'd be funny.
That'd be really great.
Yeah, that would be really great. That's why I'm going to play Apex now. You guys said... We brought up Apex, and now I'm like itching to go play.
I know. I'm just itching to go home and think about Star Wars all the time.
Yeah.
That's really it, though. It seems like a lot of people are...
They don't understand what the structure of a show like this is?
Well, that, yeah. But a lot of people seems to be kind of on the same page about...
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, but also a lot of people are talking about Anthem. That Plank says, can you talk about The Last of Us Part 2 release date?
It was leaked.
There's new stuff saying that it's going to definitely come out this year.
September?
Leaked.
Yeah.
Rumors. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but breaking news, kind of, just before coming in here, it's been announced that Vivendi has finally given up on trying to hostile take over Ubisoft.
Oh, really? Shit, really?
Yeah, so for those of you guys...
They've been doing that for a long time.
This has been years.
For those of you that follow the inside baseball of game industry stuff, Vivendi has been attempting to acquire Ubisoft for many years. It's a very complex financial situation, but it's very interesting, and Ubisoft has essentially been trying to fend off the climate to being acquired by them, and as of now, that's ended. This is finally, that saga has come to a close.
When you said there was breaking news, I thought you were going to talk about how they put Metal Gear Solid 4 on PlayStation Now.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing. PlayStation Now this afternoon is going to have Metal Gear Solid 4, which is cool, although I'm still not crazy about PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
downloadable stuff is great.
It was fine.
Yeah, I was messing around with it today. The streaming is fine if you have good internet.
Oh, that was streaming?
Yeah, that was streaming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I should have told you that. A little context, yeah.
I didn't know that was streaming.
Yeah, it was very responsive. That's why I was going, wow, it's really responsive.
Yeah,
and you're
I didn't know that was streaming.
All right. Drag Dance says, news about Outer Worlds, please. We don't have anything, but...
I keep getting that mixed up with Outer Wilds.
There was something.
What I can direct you to is if you're itching for anything, Game Informer has done some coverage.
Yes.
For the Outer...
Was that a cover?
Outer Worlds. Did I say Outer Wilds?
Was that a cover game for them?
I think it was last month, yeah.
Last month, I'm pretty sure.
This month is the new Remedy game, Control, which I'm really excited
really?
about.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
man. I love a Remedy game, God damn it.
Oh, the new news was Outer Worlds will have a survival mode.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
This is interesting. Corey, just before we move on, Corey Chanowski brings up an interesting subject. He says, it really sucks that Days Gone isn't going to have multiplayer now. It's pretty much a turnoff for buyers. I'd say
I would.
some, but I would disagree just because that's not.
No offense to you, but I would strongly disagree in the world of like where people are afraid of single player games dying.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would, like a lot of single player gamers would much prefer there not be like a tacked on multiplayer. And I also think that tacked on multiplayer at this point is like kind of like a thing of the past.
Yeah, I was over that tacked on.
Yeah.
Do you remember it like with Dead Space?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah.
Dead Space 2 in particular had that like really crappy multiplayer mode.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It'd be great if my phone stopped going.
Was
off.
there ever? Did we ever think there was Days Gone multiplayer? Like, was that like a thing that was supposed to be there originally?
He said now that it doesn't have it, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
that
that's
ever
what,
being
like
a
the
thing.
wording made it sound like. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, another big world with zombies, and you can.
Freakers, please, they're not dead.
Freakers, sorry, technically not zombies. No, I'm more excited about. If you want a multiplayer zombie game, World War Z keeps looking.
I
better
know!
and
More
better.
and cooler every time.
It could be bad, but we don't know yet. I don't know. It's looking
It'll
pretty.
probably just break my heart and let me down. But
Who's making
we'll
that?
try.
That is. I can't remember who's making that.
I'm curious. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look.
Catching up with the. We caught up with the chat. Catching up with the super chat real quick. Funkajunkas, thank you for the support. We really appreciate that. He said Andrew looks like he should be named Albert. Can I call him Albert?
I don't know what that means.
You should call him Albert.
Do whatever you want, man.
You do
fine.
kind of look like an Albert.
Do I?
If you just had a mustache.
I feel like
Perfect Albert.
I've already. I just got okay with being called Andy. I don't want another
Yeah,
name
for
change.
years you were fighting that off.
Saber Interactive, by the way.
Saber Interactive.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Games developed. They've made
Saber Interactive has done.
those bad NBA playgrounds.
Oh, they made
They made
Inversion.
Shaq Fu. It looks like.
They made Inversion. They did make Time Shift.
Yeah, they made Time Shift.
Time Shift was good.
Quake Champions.
Interesting. Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's do a giveaway.
There's a game called God Mode.
Yeah.
Oh, also I do. Hang on. Melker Olafson says, any news on Rocksteady's new game?
We think that's gonna we were talking.
That's
about
gotta
this
be
the other
soon.
day. Like that's got to be. They usually have 3 games. Their E3 booth. It's got to be that Harry Potter game and like
Lego.
a Lego game.
That's got to be a thing soon because I would predict that Microsoft maybe would have some sort of Xbox One X support, some sort of marketing thing with it. It'll be a not
Multi-platform.
It'll be multi-platform, but Microsoft will have
Plays
the
best
marketing
on
deal.
One X.
Yeah, like shit like that. Because I don't know. This is me just putting things together. The fact that on Game Pass now, they just put on the Arkham games.
Yep, both
The
of them.
collection. Yeah.
The collection. Yeah, Return to Arkham. So who knows? I don't know. Let's do a giveaway. Hey, the way this works, Fastest Fingers gets it first. If you type it in, you get this code. If you feel like you're left out, in the description below, if you can't keep up or you're watching later on, in the description, there's a link to our regular Friday show giveaway. You can enter there too. And if you missed part of this episode, go check out the playlist on the main YouTube channel to watch the archive. This is going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Nintendo Switch. Go get 'em. Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Also, like on the subject of WB and Rocksteady.
Yeah, on the subject of WB,
They-
what the fuck happened to that frog? That frog man with the top hat.
Oh,
and the
Michigan J
cane?
Frog.
What is his name?
Michigan J Frog.
He had a name?
Yeah, he had a name.
Look that up. The WB like hubba dubba dubba dubba.
WB. Yeah,
Oh,
that was Michigan J Frog.
Michigan J Frog. What does a J stand for? James?
No, it's not like Charles Entertainment Cheese for like Chuck E. Cheese.
That is his name.
What's the J stand for? Jones. Jones or James?
Geronimo.
It's a
But yeah,
porn name.
they don't have any big games announced, and they're aside from Mortal Kombat, and that comes out before E3. So
It's wild that the Harry Potter game isn't officially announced yet.
They'll probably announce it in May, and they'll show it off. And
That just, I think what that does show though is that like that type of company is so big and they're so big that they can't be reactive. So I feel like sometimes we've seen where like a game gets leaked and a company will be like, all right, yeah, here it is. They can't do that, I guess, because it's just too big.
His
Yeah.
original name was Enrico.
really,
Yes.
Really? What is with the weird names for the frog? Shout
Right.
out to the
take it down.
WB frog. Can we get a? I don't want to say F for the WB frog.
No, have to pay respect.
Yeah, can we pay respects to the
Pay
WB
respects
frog?
Is he
doesn't mean
dead?
that they're dead. You can still pay respects.
Okay, Jake.
Oh, yeah, I think the code's good.
I'm just making sure. I just want everybody to get it. Okay, Alexander Budd said somebody got it. Do it with JAM. He says, what's he showing on the paper? If you're just coming in, we do random giveaways. We'll hold up a code. That was a code for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Somebody redeemed it. Yeah. So, we're getting a lot of Fs for the WB frog. God. What news you guys want to talk about next? There's a lot of stuff.
We can talk about Sonic. We can talk about that Xbox thing. We can talk about Borderlands. We can talk about Anthem.
Oh, there's so much. Let's talk about Borderlands real quick. So Borderlands 3.
Nope, that's not.
That's Detective Pikachu.
That's Anthem.
That's Anthem.
It should have been on that thing. But yeah, go on.
Borderlands.
So Borderlands 3. I'm not caught up on this. If I'm being honest, Borderlands 3 is being essentially teased by Gearbox.
They're
is teasing
basically saying
something.
it's going to be at PAX.
Yeah, there's a big Gearbox panel
Yes.
going on at PAX where like a lot of like the team is going to be there, and people are just kind of speculating that it's going to be Borderlands 3. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I also think announcing a game that big at PAX is like weird.
It's weird, but you know what?
On a panel.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm pretty sure.
It always just I don't think of going to PAX for game announcements. You know, like I never
No.
do, but then they do happen.
Used to be.
Yeah, I know, but like nowadays, I feel like everything's kind of reserved for whatever.
I think
But-
with so many companies and events and big things, like I feel like every publisher is trying to find their own little place to get their announcement and be the only thing in the spotlight.
So the description of the show, which happens on March 28th in the main theater, the
Oh, it's
description
a main
is
theater panel?
yeah. This is your opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look at Gearbox software and Gearbox Publishing, along with the latest news and updates from the makers of Borderlands, Battleborn, Brothers in Arms, and more. We'll have never-before-seen reveals, exclusives, and surprises, so don't miss out.
I think it was Tom saying earlier, but the amount of times that they've like teased something and said they were going to announce something and then announced something that wasn't Borderlands and people got mad that it wasn't
They get
Borderlands.
so mad.
How many more times can they push that?
They can't do it.
Like,
much,
are they
though.
going to have this panel and then announce a new Brothers in Arms game?
Well, we know.
you imagine?
I would be very happy about that.
Yeah.
But
No, is this the first Borderlands
yeah,
trailer?
this is like
Borderlands.
this is like an old trailer.
Sorry, I was just distracted. I think there's a very good chance it's going to be Borderlands.
I'm just curious to see what a Borderlands game in 2019 looks like.
The same.
If it was the same, I'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't like what you were saying. I don't want to take your point from you about it being a games as a service.
Oh, yeah. So we were talking about this earlier, just kind of talking about whether or not people like care about a Borderlands 3. I think people do care, and one of the reasons that I do think that is because most looter shooters now are games
hate
as
that
a
word
service.
so
I know.
much.
They're games as a service type games, which
Yeah.
people really aren't that into. So I think getting a looter shooter that is a single player experience that's not games as a service like Destiny, Division, or Anthem, I think people would be really into that. Because I think there are a lot of people that might really want to get into that type of game, but don't want to because of the model, like the model
online, the
exactly,
paying, and
which
stuff like
I
that.
100% understand.
Yeah.
So I think just with games like Destiny, Division, Anthem getting bigger, games like that, I think a single player one that doesn't require you to always be online or require you to follow that model type, I think that would be very appealing to players.
I think they'd be crazy to jump into the space of games like that because it's so crowded now.
I
I think they would be the ones to succeed over
Yes,
even
I
something
do.
like Anthem.
I do.
But I think that they are better off embracing why people like those. I mean, honestly, like Borderlands, I was never really into the humor or the vibe, but I like playing them a lot.
Yes.
I love the guns. I
Yeah.
love the creativity. I
Same.
love the fun.
So
I
I
don't-
was listening. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't see them like fucking people like that.
Yeah.
And putting if they do, I think it would be something else in the Borderlands universe, possibly.
Yeah.
But I can't see them taking Borderlands 3 and just saying, hey, this is what this is now.
Yeah.
We've seen that you guys don't like these games, so we're gonna give you one. You know what I mean?
How fun was Borderlands 2 cooperative?
Oh,
It was like,
it's a
that was
blast.
really
Yeah.
good.
Tom, you were good. Yeah. What's
Well,
up?
I heard this on the podcast, but what are the odds that Gearbox just has a flossing claptrap just ready to go?
Very, very good.
Wait, what about Claptrap?
Like, what are the
Flossing.
odds that claptrap will floss in this next game?
Oh God.
Also, it's kind of fucked up to say, but when I was at Toy Fair 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
they were showing us Borderlands
You like to
figures.
say that?
They said I could. The only thing I couldn't do in there was take a picture of the Harry Potter figures. That was the only thing. Everything
Okay.
else was open season. I have pictures of the figures. They said it was totally fine, but they showed it for Psycho, and they referenced like, oh, and this is the model from the new one.
Did it look different?
It looked like a Psycho.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
That's the guys with the goggles and the blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, the ones that run it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you said you had pictures?
Yeah, I'll show you pictures.
Yeah, I
later.
want to see those. But yeah, no, I think it's like definitely going to be Borderlands. You know, I mean, they showed us, what was that, 2 years ago at GDC?
Yes.
That tech demo?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
That wasn't Borderlands gameplay, but it was like the world of Pandora kind of in
It was like them
Unreal
being
4.
stupid and flirty about it.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm looking for. I hope that's definitely a genuine announcement.
I think it could be different
Yeah.
than what we've become used to,
yeah,
which I'm excited for.
yeah, agreed. This was also the IGN article that I have up points out that this was part of that Walmart game leak that occurred last year, and how a lot of those leaks were correct.
Notre Man, just catching up with the chat. Notre Man says Borderlands 2 still had the best DLC of the PS3 360 era. I get that. Rice Mirza says, what connection does Borderlands 3 would have with Telltale's Borderlands? Is Telltale's canon? I believe it is canon.
I believe it is canon.
Yeah, the Telltale Borderlands game is actually very good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very.
I watched the Let's Play of it.
Yeah, it's very funny. And then what's his face voices the bad guy, the guy that voices Krunk in Emperor's New Groove. Yeah.
Oh, Patrick
David
Warburton.
Putty from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah,
Warburton.
yeah.
I love him.
He voices the bad guy.
Just moving on a little bit, catching up with the super chat as well. Andrew McCartney, thank you. He says, what do you guys think about Skyban canceling Overkill's The Walking Dead and it being removed from Steam soon? Was it really that bad?
Someone that played it in June of last year
played
at
it, right?
E3.
Yeah, I set you up with that appointment last year.
And then playing it when it came out,
Yeah.
there was not much of a difference.
Yes.
You were
build-wise.
telling me after, because I had another appointment, so I couldn't do it, so I gave it to you. And I'm like, all right, but you got to tell me exactly how it was. So like we met up after, and you were like, you know, it seems like the ideas are there, but like they got a lot of work to do to like clean it up. And apparently you made it sound like they didn't clean it up.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they
And then
didn't.
like,
I played a lot of I played a
both
lot
did.
of the release.
yeah, we both did together, and
yeah.
it just wasn't
Yeah.
good. Like it's like I very rarely will say like a game is bad, but like thinking back on my time spent with that game, I would say that was a bad game.
It sucks too because I thought it was one of the ones where it was like, all right, there's some ideas here that I think are cool, and I think if it finds a community, if they fucking work on
Yeah.
it, because it seemed at the time it was going to be just a PC thing. So I'm like, if it stays on PC, it's got a little community, it could become something.
Yeah.
And I guess Skybound decided, no, that's not worth the money. Starbreeze, see you later.
Yeah.
See you later.
I mean, good on Skybound for thinking like, yo, you haven't done anything. This is bad. You're done.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it sucks. The whole story with that though is so weird. How like people thought it was canceled, and then PlayStation started giving refunds.
Yeah.
And then they came out and said, well, I don't know if it was Skybound or the dev team that came out and said, no, you're
Done.
good. It's not canceled. It's coming out.
Yeah.
And then the week later, they were just like, no, it is actually canceled.
That was wild news. I think we talked about that on the Friday show last week.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
What?
Either last week or 2 weeks ago. I forget.
That's another game that tricked you with trailers.
Oh, totally.
They did a Dead Island.
Totally.
They pulled
Totally
a Dead
did
Island.
that.
Yeah.
I'm so over that. I thought like we're not going to get that anymore. We do have Car and Dang from the Philippines. He said hi. He said it's 5
up?
a.m. there.
Go to bed.
Oof, go to bed. You don't need to be watching this. That'll be archived later.
Go
Yeah.
to bed or good morning.
Yes.
I guess.
If you are going to bed, we are archived on youtube.com/GameRanksTV playlist right there. So I'm trying to say it less, but I figured it was a good time to bring it up. I'm working on
agreed.
it.
No, that was
I'm working
good.
on how to be a live presenter. Let's take a break.
And then we'll talk about Anthem.
We're going to have
and-
another game to give away. We're going to talk about Anthem. We're going to talk about Sonic.
Oh, I forgot about Sonic. And
Oh,
Xbox
don't
stuff.
forget about Sonic. And we'll talk about Xbox and the rumor about a disc. So we will see you guys in just
the
a,
rumor
just a couple
about one
seconds.
disc.
One disc. About no disc. We'll see you guys in a minute.
And we're back.
We're back. Andrew's gone, but he'll be right back. Catching up with the chat. Mad Faxi asks any news on Elder Scrolls Blades.
That was supposed to come out last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's still a thing. I've also seen a lot of people asking any news on Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Not going to be much news. It comes out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it also seems marketing side very quiet, except for that awesome PS4 they announced. That custom PS4.
I feel like
it looks like it's
people who
made
are
out of
into
wood.
that style of game already know they're buying that game.
Yeah, if you like a From Software game, you know, and you're going to play it. I saw an interesting thread on Twitter, though, people talking about Activision just doesn't know what to do with a game like that, like how to market it, how to get it out in front of people, but it doesn't matter because it is a From Software game. Let's move on. Reaper4213 says, my hair looks good. Thanks.
Hey.
Travis B said Bill Cosby dies. I don't believe that.
Didn't. I checked it before.
You checked?
He did
Oh,
it a couple
man.
times, yeah.
Shinjiji says Activision being part of it is terrifying. Talking about Sekiro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree that. Hey, welcome back.
Hey,
Hey.
It's me, your boy.
Is that going to make a lot of sound? Or?
You want to mute me before
Let's see. Matthew Reese, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, he says, when's the embargo for Devil May Cry? It is tomorrow morning.
It's like 9 a.m. Pacific.
Something like that?
Yeah.
No, it's earlier. 8 a.m.
It's usually
something
7
time.
a.m. Pacific because then
Hey.
it's embargoes.
Hey, I got it right here. How
They
about
usually
that?
go live around 10 o'clock when I show up for work.
Let's not talk out of our ass.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just saying in general.
I don't mean you, I mean me.
Yeah.
8 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay, so 11
yeah.
Eastern.
Which is, all right. Yeah, so expect reviews to go up. We should have them before you buy it tomorrow. I'm just trying to beat it a second time. Catching up with the super chat too. Cygnus Orb. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Media Molecule is going to put out a better creation engine as a game than Bethesda uses to make games. He's talking about Dreams, of course.
Yes, which I've seen some wild shit come out of.
Yeah, it's very interesting to super chat us to dunk on something, but we appreciate it. And dude, did you play Dreams or did you see the gameplay? Because it's insane.
I haven't.
right?
I didn't get into the beta.
Yeah,
but
he's onto something. I mean, like he's onto something. And they made a crazy engine.
Yeah, like that Dead Space thing was wild. There was that one I sent you where some dude just made an entire like functional spaceship with like elevators and like doors and locks and passwords and whatnot.
Zach Eckley as well says, "Hey guys, everything good? Thanks for the super
Pretty
chat.
good.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we are alive. All right, let's move on to the next bit of news. Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I can't wait anymore.
I feel like we should have closed on Sonic.
All right, you know what? Let's close on Sonic. Let's talk about Anthem.
Yeah, all right.
Because everybody's shouting about it with it breaking
yes.
PS4s.
Yes.
So the latest news, it apparently has been a dull roar for a while, for like a week or so. But
I just want to preface this by saying I'm not on the Anthem hate train. I still play it. I actually
Good for
enjoy my
you.
time for the most part.
Wow, good for you,
I think
man.
it's fucked up in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you.
All right.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
just
take back anything I said about it, but I do find myself wanting to play it.
I'm just not into it.
I'm also a sucker for games
That
like
said,
this.
I'm
You
going to
are.
go home and I'm going to play Destiny instead. Because season
Game
of
of Prime,
Destiny,
baby!
so-
Anyway, boys, the news. A lot of analysts have been gathering a lot of stories on like Reddit and Twitter of PS4 users having lots of issues. There are issues of it bricking consoles. There's also just hard crashes, hard shutdowns, where the game will have issues during matchmaking, etc. And it will suddenly seem like someone described it as the power being cut out, like somebody just unplugged the PS4 because it would completely shut off.
And I'd be like, you turned your console off the wrong way. Like,
Some
you get
people-
that message after.
Some people got
I know someone personally who gets the hard crash. Like
Oh.
their PS4 shuts down so hard that they have to, when they turn it back on, they have to pair the
That's
controller.
right, yeah, you were saying.
Zach Eckley super chatted us again. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. He's correcting us to say title says bricking, not breaking. But yeah, bricking, if you don't know, is a term
tech
used
term.
to essentially make hardware DOA in a lot of ways. So
Ooh, IMG, I like, yeah.
read that. Can you read that?
No,
better?
I'm not going to read that name because it's inappropriate, but it says, I can confirm that my PS4 Slim turned off when I played Anthem. I couldn't turn on for 5 to 10 minutes or so, but then it worked.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I've
That
seen a
I've
lot of
seen be
different
super
reports.
common.
Yeah.
Is the shutdown.
Yeah, a lot of people have had hard shutdowns. The thing with people getting it completely bricked don't seem as widespread, but apparently EA and BioWare are aware of it and they're working on a fix.
They're asking for your help.
Yeah, any people that have stuff like that, you should report that just so you can get it fixed. I also saw talks of there's been some debate back and forth of refunds. Some people have been able to get some.
Yeah, from Sony, which never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so that's cool that some people are getting it. It seems like other people aren't, and they're pissed. Spydergs07 says PS4 is garbage anyways. I think that's not very nice, and some people would very much disagree with you.
You're really contributing to the conversation.
I've had it on. Dorothy Donut says I've had it on Xbox. I had to wipe my Xbox because the hard drive got weird. That's happened to me before. I don't know if that's an Anthem exclusive things, but that's happened to me with a couple of games. Let's see. A lot of Cringe Master 666 says anyone else running into a glitch that throws them into outer space.
No.
Yes,
No.
happened to me in one game, and also when we did our glitch reaction video, we did see that a lot.
Did we?
Yes. So that's really the gist of that story. It's more of like a PSA, like, hey, if you're playing on PS4 and you are into Anthem, be aware of that. And if something does happen, maybe submit a bug report if you can, and hopefully the issue will get resolved as quick as possible, because that sucks. Also, on the flip side, if you're not into Anthem, it literally just gives you more fuel for the hate train. And if that's how you want to live your life, you do you, man. Oh, okay. Some people said they had it bricked. 2 people saying it bricked while they were playing the demo. I didn't play the demo on PS4. I played it on Xbox, I think, or PC. All right. So, you guys want to talk about the Xbox next?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So
You
the
want to
newest.
give away a code?
Oh, we got more codes. Yeah, that's right. All right, we're gonna do a giveaway real quick. As you know, we're here every 4 p.m. every Tuesday Eastern time.
So as we know, Anthem is possibly bricking PS4s, but it's not a PS4, a personal computer, which is what we're giving away Anthem for.
This is an Anthem on PC. Origin. So as I always say, when we do give away a game that is a game that's kind of divisive, I say, hey, at the very least, you could try it for yourself before you talk shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Lucky user will get a copy of Anthem.
Yeah, so this is Anthem. Fastest fingers who types it in gets it first. Of course, if you feel like you're missing out, in the link in the description below, if you're watching archive later on or something, there's also the Friday show giveaway that you can enter, just so everybody gets a chance to win something.
Every week.
Yeah. Get that. Catching up with the chat.
Yadu.
Wafflebot said he didn't have Origin up. So
Yadu Nandan says whoever is in charge of coming up with the mechanic of quote leaving mission area thing in Anthem should not be allowed to take.
It's very aggressive in Anthem.
It's incredibly, and you have no time to get back.
Yeah. That's the problem I think with flying and the map being so big. It's like it's tricky. Sickness Orb says, I'm not mad at Anthem, I'm just disappointed. Ooh, damn, that's honestly the most damning criticism you can give. The parent explanation. Mm-hmm. Hopefully somebody got that. Somebody had Origin up and running.
Said they got to Origin and then it needed an update, so they couldn't enter the code.
Woof. Story of my life.
Woof. Also do it on the site.
All right, we're good.
I think we're good. Yep. Jack Scally IV or 4 asks, do you think Apex Legends will be adding different game modes soon?
We should be getting the Battle Pass thing soon.
We'll probably get the Battle Pass.
I think we get that
a
next
new mode
week.
And a new character all at once. That's my guess.
I think I remember reading that they've dated the Battle Pass, and I think it's like in a week or 2.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know they said March, and then data miners found like solo mode is in there somewhere. And then did you see the leak of the new hero?
No.
I don't know if that was fake or not. But it looked like a Borderlands. It looked like a Borderlands Psycho.
Yeah, I'm just catching up with the chat real quick here.
Are they called Heroes? No, they're called Legends.
I think you know what I would like with Apex, honestly, a mode that kind of squeezes things down, like how PUBG would temporarily do those modes where they change, like you only have melee weapons and the map is half the size.
Yeah.
I would love Apex Legends to do something where they cut the player count and then you get like a very small map, because I think the best parts of the game are the movement and combat in tight areas indoors.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see more of that.
That'd be pretty cool.
So just catching up with the chat, somebody said that we're spreading fake news about the bricking. We said
People
allegedly.
get the one thing I don't understand is like if you like Anthem, we're not attacking you.
We like Anthem.
Yeah.
I don't.
He
Yeah.
doesn't.
But like criticism of the thing you like is not an attack on you. And just
No.
remember
I don't think
that.
so.
Like my life has been easier once I remembered that.
What is that?
That's the supposed.
This plays really great
rumored
on the
Apex.
stream, by the way.
That's a new Apex Legends character?
Yeah.
He's cool.
Anyway,
Did
wanna
you say
talk-
our stream was lagging?
No, I said this plays really great on the stream.
Oh, us talking about shit on that. Yeah.
Looks like a psycho.
But it's going to be.
It's rumored.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we're not attacking you, dude. You're okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
wanna talk-
Everything's gonna be fine.
You want to talk about this Xbox thing? 'Cause that's really cool.
Yeah, I do want to because it could be sweet.
Could be sweet.
Not really sweet. Like it doesn't really matter now, but I think in the bigger picture of things, it's interesting. So the newest news is that Xbox next month will be revealing and putting out an Xbox One S with no disk drive. This is apparently going to be part of like their grand experiment, trying different things moving forward. And that's really it. If you want any details, launching early May 2019, pre-orders and announcement mid-April.
Which this has been the direction they've been wanting to go for a long time.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense.
So here's the thing. I'm like one of those like crazy tech people that like are cool with things moving forward and taking away things aggressively to for the betterment. I got dunked on a lot for the headphone jack shit, but I get it.
Are you team no headphone jack?
I was.
Or team whatever.
I was.
Fine.
I was team whatever. I was team like I get the idea, the good intentions, but it's still harmful for everybody that has awesome headphones with headphone jacks. But I get it. So with them removing the disk drive, I get it. But there's so many people, and I say this about everything. There's so many people that don't have good internet that can't just download digital games all the time like that.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Yeah. Well, that's why it's being offered as an alternative.
Yeah, that's why I think they are putting it out as a experiment.
Yeah, and I stand by what I said last week, where I think with getting multiple Xboxes with the next generation, one of them has to have a disk drive, and I think one of them will just be a box.
Yeah.
With like streaming services.
Christopher Harte says no disk drive. Nobody is going to buy. I think
I would buy that.
I don't know. I don't.
The only thing that
I like
makes-
having the fallback of a disc. I really do.
I don't own a single disc-based Xbox game.
Oh,
Dang.
I don't
Oh, no,
like
I own
having
one because my Xbox One X came with Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, yeah. I just don't want to buy a DVD player. I mean a Blu-ray player. That's where I fall on.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
have a PlayStation and an Xbox and a Blu-ray player. I want one of those things to also be my Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
In terms of games, as someone who loves physical games, I am more willing to like let that go, and I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to buy a Blu-ray player.
Louis Ramirez says you don't need a disk drive. To be honest, PC has been doing it for a while. It's
Yep.
only for people with good internet, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. It also makes sense. Like if this is going to sound really specific, but say you're someone who plays primarily on PC or you play primarily on Switch or whatever, and then you have an Xbox and you like Game Pass just for downloading shit, then for you it makes sense.
It's a cool trailer.
Let's see, catching up with a lot of the super chat.
Rip.
Nalex
I'm
Productions. Nalex Productions, thank you, dude. He says $10 to have the tuna melts return next stream.
Oh!
Can we make that happen? No?
Maybe one. Maybe one. I think.
Two almost killed you.
Yeah.
Carlos X is also, thank you for the super chat. He says, he's kind of with me. Our current network infrastructure and state needs serious upgrades, fiber, 5G, whatever, in order to support this whole digital future.
Yeah, that's why
I
they have
agree.
to they have to offer it as an option. It can't be the mandate.
It cannot be the thing. Yeah,
Think
not
about how
yet.
slowly Xbox games
Yeah.
already download.
Broadband
Yeah.
penetration in the United States
Ew,
is
penetration.
not as wide as people think it is.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. That's why I feel like a broken record at this point too. But like with all streaming consoles and the all streaming future, not about it yet.
No.
Just because internet hasn't. I feel like if I live in the tri-state area and my internet is shit, then how bad can it be other places? You know?
And like a
Or
flyover
like
state, yeah.
People who have internet caps.
Yeah.
Bandwidth caps,
Yeah.
third world countries, not even third world countries, just other countries. New Table is sticking to his guns. He says, I refuse to buy any game digital. I respect that. I respect the hell out of that.
On console, if there is a physical version of the game, I always get it.
Yeah.
On PC, yes, I mainly play PC now, so I've had to kind of like let that go. But
Jake-
Switch, PS4, Xbox.
You don't like
I
just getting
always buy.
cases with a piece of paper in them?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do get physical PC games.
Jake HDF in the chat. I'm just catching up with a lot of super chat and a lot of chat. He says if they sold an external 4K Blu-ray player, I would buy one for my Xbox and PC. Yeah, I guess I don't totally
Do you remember
know,
when
but-
Microsoft sold a HD DVD player that you plug into your Xbox 360?
Yeah,
No, I
that was
don't
crazy.
It was wild.
I don't remember that.
Manny Pipiri says he likes his collection, and I totally
yeah,
respect that.
I get that.
You know,
I move a lot. I don't got the room for that.
nothing better than just having a big old shelf full of video games, even though I do feel like that's going away.
Getting
One
rid of all
other
my books.
One other super chat, you could take this away. Sangro says, sorry, off topic. Are you guys excited for the Link's Awakening remake on Switch?
It's
Yes.
one of my favorite Zelda games.
Personally, I'm very hyped for it, he
Yeah,
says.
very excited.
Yeah,
Very excited.
absolutely.
The art style looks great.
I think that's my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah.
I think that's up there as like my favorite Zelda game.
Me too.
You saw me. I have a Link's Awakening poster in the
Yeah,
other in the,
I know.
other room.
I know for a fact it was my first Zelda game. My first full Zelda game, like
Same.
through to completion,
Yeah.
hardcore obsessed.
Same.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Let's talk about let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up with oh, hang on. Sorry. This is another interesting just to Wafflebot says, I still love physical books, but I couldn't care for CDs. I get that mindset. Braden Ray says, hi from Missouri. I can't even play games like For Honor because my internet is like Wyoming, only a rumor and probably not real. Shout out to Wyoming. No, for real.
Pretty good.
All right, so let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
The big man on campus.
Before we take it, no, get him off it. Before we
I just want
start,
to look at him.
before we start, I want to say, judging a book by its cover is something you shouldn't do. I'm still going to see the movie day one. I'm putting a lot of faith in the fact that Jim Carrey is
What
in
is
it.
Eggman gonna look like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is it
I
going to
know.
look like? I mean, Jim Carrey has been killing it. Mr. Popper's Penguins.
That's where
Anybody?
you go. That's where you go.
It was actually it was pretty good. No, but that being said, I'm still hopeful for the movie. I don't like trash talking shit, but it is pretty funny to dunk on this guy. Bring him up. I
love him.
I mean,
There it is.
he could look worse.
Oh, you're right. His hands are white and not gloves.
Do you notice the white bridge of hair over his nose?
Yeah,
Make it look like
can we?
one big eyeball?
I wish you could do like can we do like a laser
you want
pointer?
like a computer enhanced?
Can you do like a laser pointer on there? Yeah. So in between his eyes.
I don't see
So
it.
this is basically a leaked marketing deck or what is it called?
Deck
What's
is
the word?
the word.
Yeah, but what's the word for people who
Presentation.
don't? Presentation. Thank you. Wow. Slideshow. So this is the marketing for it. So this is.
Do you like how they misspelled likable and they said chill and
That's
lickable?
wait. That's real.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
true.
somebody. He's lickable. He absolutely is lickable to DeviantArt fans. Definitely. So that matches up with the original poster, though.
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty legit. Seems like a lot of people think it's legit. That's not real.
That was part
is
of
real.
That was part of the pitch.
That was
deck.
test
Yeah.
image.
This is real. It's part of the pitch deck from when they
Yeah.
were trying to get the movie made.
This is not the movie though, and
No,
that's
Chris
not what he
Pratt's
looks
not
like.
in this
he
movie.
kind of looks like that though.
Yeah.
That's just Sonic getting kissed by a...
and Knuckles watching.
Can we just talk about the? Can you go back to the original image and
Yeah,
just
it's
like?
about to loop back around.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
There he is.
so the white fur being
Yeah, I
used
see.
for stylistic. So white fur is supposedly there to make it look like he kind of has two connected
Gloves.
eyes.
I have a question.
Like,
How come it's okay for him to wear shoes but not gloves?
that's a very good question. Bring it back. Get this fucking shit off. Can you just have the image itself? Pardon,
I can get
pardon
the
my
image.
language.
Hold on.
Sorry. The gloves freak me out because. Why can't he wear gloves? You're absolutely right. So fur in the place of gloves, I think is like they think they were being clever, but it doesn't really work for me. Also, I think it's really upsetting that he could be wearing like sick ass kicks. I like that he's wearing Nikes. Like they look like legit Nikes, but they're not like awesome Nikes.
It should have been Pumas because that's what he wears.
Yeah.
That's what they made the the crossover.
So the
for.
fact that they did give him real shoes, like they're Nikes or whatever, but they're not even as cool looking as his regular shoes from the video games.
They look,
right,
they look
Jake,
like
here's-
Roshis.
Thank you.
I got you
Thank
an
you.
image of
Ugh.
Sonic.
All right, that's a little close for comfort. Is that? Can people see
You
that right
asked
now?
for this!
Can people see that right now?
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are looking at this right now.
Okay, sorry everybody. Chevy
You
the Great.
asked for it.
Chevy the Great asks, why is he not a darker blue?
I saw some photoshops that made him darker blue, and he actually looks a little better.
Yeah, I can see that. Um,
How does his mouth work?
what do you mean?
It's only on one side of his face.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, because he's
This
smirking.
is all sealed. Like over here,
No,
I wish
but-
people could see my cursor. I'm moving it around his mouth.
yeah, that's
right
what I
now.
mean. Look at that.
Look at his nose. Look at those little nostrils.
Chris says, "What's up with his legs?" I think it's what's up with a lot of it.
Here's the upsetting thing: like the way his nostrils are positioned. If he's running fast, he's getting bugs up those.
Yo,
things.
Rudy L says no glove, no love. Chris Davis will one up your point, Tom. He says, better yet, why gloves and no pants?
Yeah.
Also, where's this chungus? Give him a little bulge. I have
got
a question.
cloaca.
Wait, did we? Ooh, okay. I don't want to hear that. Did we know if like Tails is going to be in this movie?
I hope not.
Because it's like most of the time, it's like, are you gonna have Batman without Robin?
We're gonna have
They'll probably
Knuckles show up.
Tails and Knuckles will show up at the end of the movie.
He'll get an after credits tease
Yeah.
of Knuckles, and Knuckles shows up and looks horrendous as well. No, but like that's my question: is what the hell is Tails
Did you
gonna look
see?
like?
There was a picture going around. Someone photoshopped human eyes onto him.
Yeah, that was depressing. Mr. Snow says him and Alita need to switch eyes.
That'd be even worse.
I think that would be absolutely worse. Grr. I'm just looking at like people.
Look at that mane. Look at it. It's huge.
It's kind of sexy. He's like Super Saiyan level 3, Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
He looks like a
Super
shitty
Sonic is
lion.
Super Saiyan Goku.
Say it again.
Supersonic is when he goes Super Saiyan. He literally turns yellow and gets the same thing.
That's true.
Gets an aura.
But I'm just saying, mane-wise, like that, just that flowing mane, that silhouette, dude. That's Super Saiyan Goku right there.
This weird Chris Pratt render is one of my favorite things.
Oh
on
shit,
the
Tom,
internet.
those are pumas.
In
Oh,
that,
they are.
that's
Right there,
those
they
are
are.
pumas.
That's
yeah.
not like.
Yeah, it's not in the other
Yeah, no,
thing.
no, right
This is
there.
in the original pitch, yeah.
I also think he looks cute and cuddly there, but
Once again, this is just
okay.
he's getting kissed. He's
Rebecca-
not kissing. Yeah.
Rebecca, the animator, has perspective.
There's
She-
some weird connotations.
Yeah,
to
she says
things
lack
that
of
fit.
gloves could be them trying to avoid some not so good
Just make
stereotypes,
them all blue.
or just bad design, which I think it might.
What if they
be
gave
that.
him like fucking Mickey Mouse gloves and that his hands are like 3 times the size that they should be?
Yeah.
And he's just out there. Oh yeah, look at those shoes. They're weird.
Yeah,
He's
they're
wearing,
whack,
Fucking
man.
Nike free runs. Like what's this dude doing?
The Gameinator says, I feel offended by the very existence of this creature they think Sonic would look like.
How are they gonna write in gold rings?
Everybody's quoting me. Did I say Sonic looks sexy? Is that,
You said that.
was that a Freudian slip?
Matthew. Franstar
Oh, that picture. His mane. I
Matthew
think-
Franstar says Garfield the Hedgehog.
At this point, Tails will be voiced by Ron Jeremy. That's Joe's Caribbean van life says that.
That's also a really good.
That's a
fucking
good ass
username.
name.
That's really good.
Oh man.
You win.
Duckwood Stark says they're not even a Sonic fan, but even they find this hideous.
Yeah, it's rough, man. I'm hoping that. So, that being said, if Sonic is moving and talking, and if they nail that, that can make up for the appearance a little bit.
Can it?
If
Really?
guilty for me always being positive boy. Andre Santos says he should talk like Donald Duck. Why not?
Absolutely.
Knuckles, the Bisky Niffer says Knuckles is just Vin Diesel in red body paint.
Look at those eyes, though, and tell me. Look at that and tell me there's a god. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look
Is
at
it
those
bad
eyes.
that as soon as I saw that Green Eyes by Coldplay started playing in my head?
Duckland Stark says hashtag not my Sonic.
It's fucking terrible.
Honestly, he looks more like a hedgehog now, but I
He
don't
does.
know if I ever wanted that.
I think Sonic
Ever?
always had a bad design to begin with.
Like, I never look at Donald Duck and say, I wish he looked more like a real duck. I never ever say that.
You don't want like photorealistic duck. It's just gonna be like that thing from Mutant Year Zero.
I never see Goofy and say, he should really look more like a realistic horse than a fake
What
horse.
if they made a Shadow the Hedgehog movie?
Wait,
It's just
horse?
riding a motorcycle and shooting dudes.
What?
Horse?
What did I say?
It's like Goofy looks like a horse?
He is a horse.
No.
Or a cow?
He's a
dog.
dog.
Yeah, but he's a cow. They confirmed that.
Where? Kingdom Hearts 3?
No. No. Goofy, Waffle, see, everybody believes me now. Goofy is in fact a horse.
I'm looking
No,
this up.
he's a horse. I'm just trying to gaslight everybody into thinking that Goofy is a horse.
What is
Excuse
Goofy?
me.
What is
Did
Goofy?
you play Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yes.
Do you remember that there's 2 levels where Goofy just becomes a fucking turtle?
Back-to-back turtle? I don't remember that. He looks like the Hide the Pain Harold in hedgehog form. Yeah. I didn't know that meme had a name, actually.
Some people saying he's a cow, a lot more people saying he's a dog.
No. I think you guys are wrong. I think Goofy is a horse. Goofy is a horse. Wow, people are really fucking jammed up. People are taking my opinion seriously. That
I'm
I actually
Googling
thought
this
that.
right now. Is Goofy a horse? There are a lot of people who think he's a horse, it turns out.
Just catching up
Disney's
with some new
first
people.
animated
Thank
character
you.
who would be known as Goofy was shown in 1932 under the name Dippy Dog.
Dippy Dog.
And that's what he
Yeeks.
looks like. Look, this is Goofy.
I like him. He's like, "Bah." Catching up with the chat, someone asked if we talked about Anthem already.
Yep.
Yes. Basically, it's wait for an update. It's crashing consoles. The reports of it bricking are, as we said, a little bit more up to debate. But if you want to watch back anything else we talk about, there's a playlist that's going to be up later. YouTube.com/GameRanksTV, main page. You can find us there. And you can find us here every 4 p.m. Eastern.
Wait, what the fuck was that?
What is that? What is that? No, bring that back.
I just noticed that. What
I
was
just
that?
looked at you and I looked at you smiling at me, and I saw something up there. Are you putting like?
It's Goofy riding a horse.
It's Goofy floating above the horse.
He's doing something to the horse. So yeah, all right. So you could say Goofy's riding a horse, but also Goofy has a pet dog.
No, actually, technically, Mickey has Pluto. And
But they
Pluto
exist in the same universe.
Well, in the official Disney canon, they've come out and said this. I've looked into this. Pluto is technically a quote-unquote silly animal because if it was a dog, there would be slavery in the Disney universe.
Yep.
Anyway, what's up with this show?
Greninja, the Ninja says R.I.P. Pluto, and I think we should end on that.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us talk about Sonic the Hedgehog and Anthem and give you some games. The Daredevil, yes, keep your eye out for Devil May Cry before you buy. I'm working on that.
Soon.
I got a review copy that should be up tomorrow. All things work out good. Paco said Goofy went to college. I think that's important. Like I said,
He also competed in the X Games, I think.
He did.
yeah, he's a sick skateboarder, man.
Made Hey Dad soup.
We are here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll be at PAX East on Sunday, doing a live
Sunday
thing.
at 3:30 will be this this show, but on a panel.
Yep.
Jake didn't know. Apparently, that was streamed.
No, apparently that's going to be streamed, so we'll tweet out a link for those of you that can't make it to Boston. You should make it to Boston, though, because Tasty Burger is tasty. Ooh, we're going to eat so much
get
Tasty
frick.
Burger.
Oh, the
Oh,
fricks.
also seafood,
Yeah, get Tasty Burger delivered to the hotel.
just lots of shellfish.
Yeah, I'm not leaving my room until Sunday when I have something to do.
You're in Boston. It's the greatest city next to New York and next to
Los Angeles
Montreal.
is the greatest city.
No, but I'm
That's
going to
New
stay in
York.
my room and just
Alright.
order Tasty Burger every
Anyway.
day.
That's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next week. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for the chat. You guys are great. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are also great.
best.
We will see you next Tuesday. Ugh. I guess I'm just going to